Hello everyone, this is Scotty White, and today I will be interviewing Vivian Vicious Harris. So stay tuned. And ahead of time, thanks everyone for support, for joining in. Please pass the word, join the Facebook group, and follow me on all social media networks. It's truly appreciated. Thank you. So I'm going to wait for Vivian Harris to join in, and we're going to jump start this. Hopefully everybody's day is going fine. I'm running a little bit behind on here. I had some stuff come up with my son's braces or what have you. You know how that goes. So I know I posted 12 o'clock, but I was running a little bit behind. A lot behind. Hey, thanks everybody for joining in. If you're peeking in through the window, say what's up so I can recognize who you are, man. Appreciate it. What's up, Damien? What is good, my brother? Thanks for dropping in. I think Williams Sr., you on deck. What's good? Shout out to 300%. Williams Jr., 150. What's good, man? I'm a late, man. My son had a braces appointment that ran overtime, so I'm trying to see if Vivian's still gonna join me on this interview. We'll see. But shout out to everybody that's on deck. Much appreciated. What's going on, Sherry Price, Elite Boxing? Thanks for dropping in. Let me shoot him a message right quick. Ricardo Melendez, what's going on? Hey, if you want to, 300, I appreciate it if you call him up, man. I had an appointment that ran overtime, so you can hit him up. I appreciate it, man. Only you can do that. That's your boy, man. Let him know I'm on deck. I appreciate it. Michael Williams Sr., 300 in the house, man. Team Michael Williams Jr., Boy Wonder, 150%. Salute. We're waiting on Vivian Vicious Harris. Professional fighter, 33 victories, 12 defeats, 19 knockouts. Had an extensive amateur career, you can say, 45 victories, 5 defeats. So we're going to talk to him, like we always do, this boxing talk. And thank you for your support. What's up, Dan? Thanks for dropping in. Justin Austin, what is good, man? Soft Straight Talk Show in the house. Make sure you follow Justin Austin on Soft Straight Talk Show. He's talking that NFL, NBA, sports talk. Very thorough. Make sure you look him up on social media. Those of you that just pulling up, hey, I want to give a salute to you. Thank you. And okay, he just called me. He on his way. He gonna accept the request. You know how it goes, people. Sometimes it's like that. Okay, cool. Vivian Harris on deck. Thank you all for tuning in. This is World Combat Sports. Scotty White is going to talk to professional boxer Vivian Vicious Harris. Craig Hoke on deck. What's going on, Craig? For dropping in.
What's up, man? I'm good, my brother. What are you doing, man?
Hey, everyone. Hey, let's welcome World Combat Sports. Welcome Vivian Vicious Harris. 33 victories, 12 defeats, 19 knockouts. Hey, he's a veteran of the sport of boxing. I'm going to enjoy this interview. Thank you for dropping in, my brother.
Yo, you most welcome, man. Anytime, my brother. Anytime. What's good?
Hey, let's start off. You know, my question is, I always want to know what initially started you in the sport of boxing. You know, you've been in boxing for quite some time, going on 48, 50 bouts. What initially gravitated you to the sport of boxing?
Man, I was a young kid. Back in my country in Guyana, I used to play soccer because I love soccer. You know what I mean? I used to play soccer a lot. And this kid, my big brother, he fought for the world championship. In 1992, he fought Reggie Johnson. He went to 12 rounds with Reggie Johnson. And my father's a promoter back home in my country. So the kids in the school used to be like, oh, your brother and your family box. How come you're not boxing? You scared? So one day I ended up going to the gym and I did real good against one of the kids. And then the coach in the gym was like, who's this young kid? And then it was like, I said, I'm Vivian Harris. He's like, oh, you're the Harris. I was like, yeah. And then they put me in a tournament and I win the tournament. And when I win the tournament, they had me like all over in the news in my country because you remember my father's a promoter. My brother was already a big boxer in my country. So when I go to school, everybody was like, hey, babe, you know, I was getting mad attention. So I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
I like this, right? And that's what make I continue. I never look back. And then my mom sent for me when I was like 14 years old. I came to Brooklyn, New York. And then I just continued my boxing career. And then I win the New York Golden Gloves, and that was it.
Hey, speaking of the Golden Gloves there, champ, your nickname is Vicious. You had an amateur career, 45 victories, 5, so you were just basically dominating in the amateur division. What was that like for you, you know, being on top as you were, you know, had that household name? What was that experience like for you, man?
The experience is a good experience, you know what I mean? It's good and it's bad, you know what I mean? Because you could be on the top, but if you don't have the right people around you, it's like not being there, you know what I mean? Because I believe in anything that you do. Well, I'm believing that now, that everything you do is to keep going forward and keep getting better at it, you know what I mean? And everybody that's around you is supposed to be the same mindset, not as you, but trying to reach the same goal that you're trying to reach. If you don't have that, then it's going to be a failure, you know what I mean?
Yes.
But, you know what I mean? It was awesome, though. It was awesome, you know what I mean? I don't have no regrets because everything is a learning experience, you know? It makes me a better person. It makes me a better man, and it helps me now to guide my kids in the right direction, you know what I'm saying? And who to stay away from and who to keep around them, you know what I'm saying?
So do you have any family right now that's looking to step in the footsteps of Vivian Vicious Harris? Do you have any kids that's following in your footsteps right now? Because, if boxing fans don't know, this is the former WBA light welterweight champion. So you've been at the pinnacle already. Do they understand what that achievement is?
Yeah, my kids do. I have a big son. His name is Ivan Vivian Jr. He plays football. You know, he American football. But he like the boxing, but I really don't want my kids to box. To be honest with you, my little son, he 8 years old. Isaiah, you see him a lot with me on Facebook. You know what I mean? He always with me. He comes with me running. He be in the gym with me. You know what I mean? Everybody see him with me. So he liked the game, but I don't want my kids in the game, man. I don't want my kids because you know what I mean. The game is crazy. It's rough, man. You know what I mean? It's rough. You know what I mean? And like I said before, if you don't have the right people behind you and the right people that you know what I mean, yeah, I'm their father and everything, but I still need people to help me in some kind of area. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have the right people in that area, then it's gonna be a failure. You know what I mean? So what I'm doing for my kids is what my father was doing for me. Stay school and stay education and just focus on school, man. That's what my father told me. But when I leave my father when I was 14 years old and I come to America, I was living with my mom. So, you know what I mean? You know, a woman ain't gonna control a boy child, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I end up doing what I wanted to do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, like I said, everything is all learning experience, you know what I mean? And I'm in my kids' life, you know, so especially my boys, you know what I mean? So I want them to do what I didn't get to achieve, you know what I mean? School and stuff. You know what I mean? Going to school and you know, yeah, they could play sports and stuff like, because don't get me wrong, sports, you know what I mean, it form you in a different way, you know what I mean, in life. So I just want them to focus in school and do, but if they want to do sports, it's fine, I support them. But other than that, you know what I mean, I'm with the school thing for them, man.
Hey, a lot of what you said is very advisable. You know what I'm saying? You know, just for you to come over here and then and you was with your mom and that in itself was a challenge, you know, and for you to keep talking about the people that was around you. I know that you had Michael Williams Sr. on deck. You know, tell me about 300 being in your corner and you know how he basically, you know, kind of had that bond as you would continue fighting on the top level of your career.
Mike Williams, he's family, man. You know what I mean? How could I? You know what I mean? He's family, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, if somebody show me love, you know what I mean, and they're around me for the right reason, I show them love, and you know what I mean. That's just me, man. You know what I mean? I don't have a lot to say, but he's a true good friend. He's a friend of mine. You know what I mean? And I love him. I love his family. You know what I mean? I know he loved my family, and you know what I mean. I bring him on my team as a you know what I mean, as a security, working with me. You know, when we went to Mexico, we went different places, Canada and places like that. And he showed me his loyalty. You know what I mean? It was good. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? God is good, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, God put the right people in your life. You know what I mean? Sometimes we can't see it. Sometimes, you know what I mean? But in any situation, we all gonna have disagreements on different things. But how we take it to the next level is what's gonna make the difference. You know what I'm saying? And like I said again, man, God is good, man. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? He's a good dude.
Hey, that's good to hear. You hear so many stories in boxing. We know it's a grimy sport, and
Yeah,
you,
yeah, but the thing with me, you know what I mean? We hear a lot of story in boxing. I'm straightforward, man. You know what I mean? Like if you don't straight 100% with me, 300, 400% with me, I'm cutting you. I'm letting you go, man. You know what I mean? Because I figure life is too short, and if I give you my full respect, you know what I mean, I should get back the full respect. That's why a lot of promoters and me go our separate ways, because when I was with main events, you know what I mean, if they're not there for me, you know what I mean, and you just want me to be making money for you, but I'm not seeing money like I'm supposed to see, then you gotta go. You know what I mean? I
mm,
was with Gary Shaw, and then now you try to do the same thing to me, you gotta go. You know what I mean? And I really don't care what nobody say. You know what I mean? No, I don't care what nobody say. You know what I mean? About Vivian Harris this, Vivian Harris that. You're gonna hear a lot of that in boxing. Oh, Vivian Harris is hard to deal with. Yeah, no, Vivian Harris is not hard to deal with. Vivian Harris is just using his brain and not trying to be one of those fighters that don't have shit at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And then
mm.
the promoters and everybody, they all rich and all got all the money, and me don't have nothing. I don't go. I don't believe in that. You know what I mean? Like I said, my father was a promoter in my country, and I was with my father since I was a baby, and I watched everything what he was doing with promoting fights and everything I watched. So when I came here and I was signing with promoters, I already know the deal was. You know what I mean? I already know what it was. You know what I mean? So I didn't even need a fucking excuse me, like I didn't even forgive me.
No,
I didn't even need a contract. You know what I mean? Because like I said, they could have given me any contract. Because at the end of the day, I don't give a shit about a contract. Because if my shit ain't right, then ain't nothing gonna be right. We gonna go separate ways, man. That's the way I deal, man. Real talk. It might sound stupid, might sound ignorant, but it works for me, man.
Oh, absolutely not. It doesn't sound stupid or ignorant, man. You know, you telling your boxing fans and myself your story, it's always an educational learning point to see you fighters come up in the game. And you know, from the outside looking in there, Vicious, we don't know what's going on in your career. All we see is you stepping in the ring, you go in there, go to war, and the bell ring, and you do what you have to do. We don't know this side of the story. So
Right. That's
what
why I when people talk, I'm not cutting. When people start talking and the fight fans, they start talking because I look at it like we got the most. I ain't trying to disrespect nobody, but the fight fans is not. I don't think they understand boxing, or they really they don't watch boxing, or they just sit on in front of the computer, or they just sit on in front of the TV just to criticize people, and they're not the type of level. They're not they're not the level type people that aiming for success or successful, you know what I mean, in life,
yeah,
to understand what it is to get to be successful. You know what I'm saying? So they
yeah,
criticize boxers, but they don't know what fighters got to go through when the day come, or what fight. They don't know what's going on behind the scene with the fighter. You know what I mean? So it's like me losing to Victor Ortiz. You know what I mean? I wasn't supposed to lose to Victor Ortiz. Victor Ortiz can't beat me. Can't beat me today. He can't beat me tomorrow. He can't beat me on the day when he beat me. You hear me? Because when they asked me to fight Victor Ortiz, I couldn't make 140 anymore. I said, let's fight at 147. They didn't want us to fight at 147, so this is what it is now. They're promoting Victor Ortiz to get to the top, but by him beating a name like Vivian Harris is going to push his credibility a little bit more higher. You know what I'm saying? So now, me now not fearing of no fighter, I'm going to go ahead and fight him and just to prove myself. Because if I don't fight him now, I ain't going to fight for the next 6 months. You know what I'm saying? So now I go
yeah.
ahead and make the fight at 143. Now I lose the fight. You know what I mean? Oh, Vivian Harris is washed up. Vivian Harris is done. No, dude. Because if you understand boxing, if you look at like Mayweather, you know what I mean? You never see Mayweather trying to make weight to fight no fights. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And that's smart. And because the people he have around him. You know what I mean? You see Mayweather just paid 2.2 million when he had to when he was over 2 pounds fighting Marquez. Is the reason why he did that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, but me, I ain't got Mayweather money to pay. I'm not. If I fight and I got him, and I'm 2 pounds overweight, I'm not taking out no money out of my money to pay for no 2 pounds. I'm gonna go ahead and lose the 2 pounds. So
Correct.
that makes my body more weaker. But I'm not taking no credit from. I'm not gonna take away the credit from nobody. But I'm just wanting the people to understand what fighters got to go through to get fights, or what fighters got to go through to make themselves happy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, I was on.
It's like, look, I'm not cutting you. It's like when I fight Peter Colon. You know what I mean? I pray for Peter Colon all the time because with his situation not going on, I pray for him all the time. You know what I mean? I got him on my prayers every day. I hope he get better, you know? Like when I fight him, they call me 2 weeks to fight him. Like, why would you call me 2 weeks to fight Peter Colon? Because I ain't fighting 8 months. But now I ain't fighting 8 months. I got to make money. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take the fight because I'm in the gym every day. But being in the gym, that don't mean you're ready for a fight.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? But I'm in the gym because I like the gym. I'm running and everything. I like that, but you got to be sparring. You got to be getting ready for this guy. So what they do, they get ready for you, and you don't even know they get ready for you. That's real talk. They get, because I remember I was like them before. You remember I was like them before. I was a coming up fighter, Golden Gloves champion, trying to become champion of the world, right? So my promoter manager already tell me who I'm fighting, but the person that I'm fighting don't know who I'm fighting him. I'm already training for him, so I know they're doing this. They're gonna do the same thing to me. I'm not stupid. Do you understand what I'm saying? But
I hear you.
the boxing people they don't understand that. You know what I mean? But like I said, at the end of the day, you know what I mean? So when Victor Ortiz beat me at 140, right after you went up and fight at 147, why didn't you fight me at 147 the way that I'm comfortable at? Is the reason why you did that, because I'm gonna be stronger, I'm a better fighter, and I was gonna beat you at 147. But your people them know that, Golden Boy them know that, so they asked for the fight at 140, 142. a weight that I can't make no more. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
No, when I fought Lucas Matisse, why you think the fight with me and Lucas Matisse happened in Mexico? Because they know, you know what I mean, I love Mexico, you know what I mean? When we fight in Mexico, what they did, the referee stopped the fight for no reason. After Matisse beat me, that's when Matisse become a superstar in America. Am I lying? Check the record, man.
I did.
No, here the boxing fans is talking, oh, Vivian Harris is done. No, Vivian Harris is not done. The situation Vivian Harris is getting himself in, making him look like he's done. That's real talk.
Hey, that's what my job is all about, there, Vicious. It's good that you letting the fight fans know what's truly going on behind the scenes with you, man.
I keep it straight. You know what I mean? I keep it straight. So why when it's on YouTube was one of the worst stopping in boxing. Close Lucas Matisse's eyes in the first or second round. Close. It's on YouTube right now. And the referee in the third, fourth round, the referee come in the middle of the fight and stop the fight. After Matisse beat me in Mexico, Matisse become a superstar in America. He start fighting everybody in America. How is that?
Was there any signs that that was going to sacrifice or play out the way it did when you went in there against Matisse? Did you hear anything, any type of rumors or any type of rumblings when you was in the training process going in against Matisse?
No, I ain't hear none of that, and I wasn't thinking about none of that. I was just thinking about going there and winning my fight. I never cheated on no fight, man. Even if I gotta lose the weight the day before the fight, I lose my weight. I never come in overweight in none of my fight. I always under my contract. You know what I mean? But yeah. The saying said good guys finish last, and that's real talk.
Yeah,
you know, because people don't respect good. People don't respect good today. Bad is good, and good is bad today.
In boxing, the good guys pretty much come in last a lot of the times, man. You know, it's an obstacle course out there in the sport of boxing. And I think the fans can appreciate you speaking up, you keeping it 100, and you're telling them about the realism behind the scenes on what not just you, but many fighters are going through. I was talking to Chop Chop the other day, and I was talking about the union. Do you think in any way, shape, or form that a union would benefit? And do you have any idea, is it anywhere closer in the next 2 years of happening?
Ain't nothing happening for boxing, man. Anybody could become a manager in boxing. Anybody could become a promoter in boxing. Ain't nothing happening. We've been talking about this forever, and ain't nothing happening. You think it's going to happen now? It's not happening. You hear me?
Yeah.
It's not happening, man. Anybody could come and become a manager. I do with money right now could walk up on me and say, yo, Viv, let me be a manager. Or Viv, let's promote this fight together. Ain't shit gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Do you think with boxing, kind of making a structure to being a boxer would change all that? Because boxing right now is just an open door. You know, it's an open revolving door. Do you think tighten up the protocols and structure for an athlete to be a boxer would kind of change some of this looseness?
What was that?
Do you think right now, you know how boxing, it has an open door policy, right? And pretty much anybody can join the sport. Just like you said, a manager, anybody can be a manager. It's that simple.
Anybody. You ain't got to go to school for that. You ain't got to take no classes for that.
True. If they changed it up and put stipulations on being a fighter in general, do you believe that would kind of tighten up and make boxing a bit better sport to be a part of when it comes to paying these fighters, you know, contractual agreements and everything else?
Oh, definitely. They have to have that willing heart to want to see the right things for a fighter. You hear me? They gotta come in, the group gotta come in into the business that they want right for the fighter. Not even thinking about themselves, just for the fighter.
Yeah.
And that's the only way to think. But today people come in thinking about themselves. You hear me? They come in thinking about themselves. That's why they can't look at the fight, because they're thinking about what I'm gonna do for me.
Why do you think the fighters that have made the bulk load of the money and have succeeded is not reaching back down to improve some of what you're saying right now, to try to insert some of these areas that's so distorted in the sport of boxing.
To be honest with you, my brother, I don't know why. I don't know why they're not doing it. I don't know why they're not doing it. Cause look, I don't know why they're not doing it. To be honest with you, I don't know. Like I said, nobody respect boxing. Not even the fighters that become promoters or become anything in boxing, they don't even respect boxing. Cause if they respect boxing, you hear me? Cause if I'm around anybody that want to promote boxing, or I know somebody that promoted, like you understand, yo, Viv, I'm gonna promote a fight. I'm gonna be like, yo, dude, make sure these fighters is good, man. You hear me? Cause I've been there. That's real, man. You hear me? If I know anybody, you hear me, that want to do anything with boxing, this whole, and they come to me with it, that's how I'm coming to them. You hear me? Fighters don't give a shit about no fighter. They don't. They probably got a couple do, but most of them don't give a shit. They care about their pocket, and that's cool. I'm not mad at that. You hear me? I'm not mad at that, but those don't play with my money.
Yeah.
That's real talk. You feel me? It's just like my last fight. It took 3 weeks for this dude pay me my money.
You
hear me? But here now, I'm not gonna call nobody name because you know what I mean. I don't want nobody to feel nobody's name. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He surrounded himself with all kinds of people. You hear me? No, like I tell us, you surround yourself with all kinds of people. The people that you surround yourself with shouldn't even want to be doing things like that to fighters, because you surround yourself with people that you should want to let people know that you're learning from these people. You see what I'm trying to say? But I finally getting my money because I had to go make a video. I had to call him. You know what I mean? No fighter shouldn't have to go through that.
True.
You know what I mean? So now you're a young kid want to become a promoter, but here now you supposed to, anybody that come in, if you come into this boxing business, it's coming into it to clean it up, not to make it more dirty. Because if I'm gonna turn a promoter, it's to clean up boxing, it's not to make it more dirty, man. You see what I'm trying to say? So if I'm not gonna do that, why be in it? But we all don't think the same, and we all don't have the same goal, man. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? I just do me. You know what I mean?
No, I totally feel you, man. You got to make sure everything is right for your brand, your family, and make sure you eating. And I totally respect that you speaking on it on the level that you are, because not only are you educating boxing fans, but I'm getting educated in the process too, of learning about who you truly are behind the scenes and your travels.
Look, when I fight Carlos Mosa and lost my championship belt, look, it's on YouTube. Everything. That's why I don't pay. Nobody could tell me what I can't do. I believe in myself so much that I believe in myself.
Yeah.
Real talk. I believe in myself so much because the things I've been through and the things that have been done to me, I have to believe in myself because it's not fair. If it was done to me right, then I'll be like, okay. You know what I mean? Why? If Emmanuel Short or you ask any one of my trainers, they beg me to stop training, man. That's how serious I take my one of my fights coming up, and I training for my fight. That's why if you look at my resume, I never lose no fight that I prepare for. Never. Any fight that I lose is the fights that I couldn't make 140 anymore, and the fights them that I took 2 weeks notice. Look at my resume.
That's true. You're right.
Real talk, man. They have to stop me from training. Ask any one of my trainers. They used to be like, man, if I have 5 fighters like you, I'll be a millionaire. That's what they be saying. Because I take my thing serious, and they know this. The promoters, they all talk together. They all know this. So you know what they do? They're gonna give me a whole year layoff, not call me for no fights, and then in 2 weeks, then they're gonna give me a fight in 2 weeks for me to take it. I already know that. But you know what? Yeah, I go ahead and take the fight because you know what? At the end of the day, not like I'm in need of the money, but it's money that money got to make because money's spending every day. So money got to make. You see what I'm trying to say?
For sure, man.
But people don't understand that. Like I used to tell promoters that Before they get rich over me, I'd rather be broke because they're not getting. They're not getting rich off of me, man. I don't believe in that shit. I believe we both could get rich, but you ain't getting rich and I'm not. It's
That
not
makes
happening over here, bro. It's
absolutely.
not. Yo, when I become world champion, main events was sending me to Germany to defend my title, man. They wasn't promoting me in America. And then when I get on their case, that's when they put me on the Floyd Mayweather Arturo Gatti card. And who they sent to attack Floyd Mayweather? Vivian Harris. Because Floyd Mayweather was my #1 contender, you wait, whatever. You know what I mean? And me was so young and stupid and ignorant, I go after Floyd when I wasn't supposed to do that. You know what I mean? I was supposed to do what I did after I lost my championship, leave them alone. Because they didn't care about me, man. They did not. They care about Arturo Gatti. That's who they care about. You know what I mean? But everything good. You know what I mean? God is good. I'm happy that, you know what I mean, I become champion of the world. You know what I mean? And I will become champion again, world again at 147. And nobody could tell me I will not. You hear me? I will. You know what I mean? Once I keep getting fights and I stay busy, they cannot beat me. They already know that. They know that. They know that, man. They know they can't beat me once I stay busy. They cannot.
This is what boxing is about. They're vicious. You know, now I know why they call you vicious.
They know they can't beat me. Once I stay busy, man, they can't beat me, man. They gotta call me after 6 months when I ain't fighting and give me 2 weeks notice fights and shit like that. That's what they gotta do, man. Real talk, man. They can't beat me. Yo, when I fought Jesse Vargas, 2 weeks notice, I fought Jesse Vargas. 2 weeks notice. 2 weeks notice. And that's when he was with Mayweather them. 2 weeks notice.
And no one gave you any type of heads up that you was going in there with somebody like Jesse Vargas 2 weeks notice. I mean, did you just take it for the paycheck, or you just felt you can be competitive in the bout?
I just go fight. Because like I said, I didn't fight in 6, 7, 8 months, and I get a fight, I go take a fight.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because that's what I do, fight. I'm in the gym all the time training, but I'm not training for fight. I'm not training for this person.
Okay.
They don't have the knowledge. They don't the boxing fan, they don't got no knowledge, man. I could be in the gym training every day. You hear me? If I'm not preparing for you, but you preparing for me, how could I beat you? I gotta be lucky if I catch you with a punch. It's common sense, man. This game is science, man.
It is. Hey, what do you see when you first initially, when you was experienced and you was coming up through the ranks in boxing, what do you see most that has changed from the time that you was, you know, active back then to what you have to go through and what you experience right now in boxing? What is a major change?
The young fighters today is getting to fight the older fighters on short notice to big the name up and blow their name up. Then when they get into real fight, they end up losing the real fight. It's right there. You can see it. Look at the record. You think I'm playing? Look at it. When they're ready for prepare for somebody that is preparing for them, they end up losing, man. I wanna call a name, but I don't want to call a name because I'm praying for this person. I'm praying for this person. I don't want to hit nobody. I don't like hitting people when they're done because that's not me. You know what I mean? I love the kid. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is that, yeah, you could beat. Yeah, sometimes people get lucky and win fights on 2 weeks notice and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, puncher's chance. Yep.
You know, but that shit don't happen all the time, man. It don't. You know, no. When it's time for them to prepare for a fight, and a fight is preparing for fight them, why they end up losing? You ever look at it? Why? But here you just beat Vivian Harris, or you just beat this person, or you just beat that person with a name that was doing their thing back then. Because the person took the fight in 2 weeks to notice, man. They know what time it is. You know what I mean? They know what time it is. But it's boxing. What are you gonna do?
Hey, that's the question of the day there, Vivian. What they gonna do? Other people want to know that. What can they do to change it?
What can they do? What they could do is start talking when they instead of bad talking the fighter or a respectable world champion or a former world champion, you know what I mean? They should talk up and let them know, let the promoters them know, you guys gotta stop feeding these guys with fighters that not preparing for them. But the promoters them already know we got retarded and stupid ass boxing fans. They're gonna appreciate whatever the hell we give them.
Yeah.
So they're gonna keep giving them. They're gonna keep giving them. Real talk, man. I'm sorry, no disrespect to nobody. Real talk, man. They know that boxing fans, man. Boxing fans, man, give them anything they want, they go with it.
That's true.
And the promoters them know that, so they're gonna keep giving it to them. They're not. Do you ever hear a boxing fan on any one of them social media talk about a promoter? Oh, this promoter's a piece of shit. Why you put this fighter to fight this fighter in 2 weeks' notice? Why did you do that? No. But you hear them, he knocked the dude, he should retire, he's a bomb, he's a this, he's a that, he's a that. What you expect the promoter gonna do? He gonna keep doing the same dumb shit. Real talk, man.
Well, there are people that complain about promoters who are up here telling lies, you know?
Where do they complain? They complain during an interview or they complain in the media? No, man. You know what I mean? They don't. You know why they don't? Because they're scared. It's like when I used to go out my promoters and them, I didn't give a shit because at the end of the day, they don't put money in my pocket. Money gonna always come in my pocket. You feel me?
Yeah.
What I understand with fighters today, they don't want to talk bad about a promoter because you know what a promoter gonna do? Put them on the shelf. So they have no other way to make your money. I don't have to worry about that. I don't. You know what I mean? So I could talk. If a promoter do me wrong, I can say what the hell I want to say. You feel me? Because if I don't fight the next 5, 10 years, I'm still good. I'm still living. You feel me?
Yeah. Hey.
And that's why fighters don't meant to say nothing. Because they got fighters that mention things about promoters. Look up in the history and you will see. And they be on the shelf for a whole year, man. Or 2 years, man. They ain't get no fight. Because they mentioned something about a promoter.
Is it the same for the fighters who aren't promoted? Just say the ones who have managers.
The same one. Bro, I'm talking about people that's in contract with a promoter.
Okay.
And people that's not in contract with a promoter. Promoter don't give a shit about no fighter, man. They don't care. They got all the fucking attorneys, all the lawyers and every fucking thing, man. Come on, man. Excuse my language. I'm getting heated when I talk about promoters, man. They don't give a shit. You hear me? But you gotta let them know that you don't give a shit neither. You don't need them. You don't need them. Because I know I don't need them. I don't. I could stop fight right now. They don't ever give me a next fight or call me for a next fight. I will be okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but some fighters are dead broke. They got a family to feed, so they willing to sacrifice like that.
Exactly, and that's what makes the game become more dirty and dirty. So because they can't say nothing. You hear me? And they like that. They like that. You know the guy saying people they like you when they more deal with you when they know you need them, because they could do whatever the hell they want to do to you. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Like you need me. The more I need you, the more you gonna do shit to me. Nah, not me. Soon as they play with me, I'm out their contract, man. I don't give a shit. When I was with Shelly Finger, I pay him $200,000 and come out of his contract. Because he was my manager and he had me going to Germany keep fighting in Germany all the time. 2 times I had to go defend my title against the same guy. I think it was wrong.
What was the turnaround in between that time you had to defend your title? Did you get a full training camp, 4 or 8 weeks, or it was just like 3 weeks turnaround for you to go back and fight and defend?
I think it was like when I fight the first fight, like in 5 months we fight the next fight.
So they flew you back and then flew you back over. So you had to kind of go through jet lag like 2 or 3 times and go back in and defending your title.
Yeah. When I went there the first time, I came back. When I defend my title the first time, I win. I came back, and then they said they're piece of shit, man. They all piece of shit. You hear me? They said that Floyd was my #1 contender. He didn't fight me for what reason I don't know. I don't give a shit. Then Miguel Cotto was #2. After he come out the #1, Miguel Cotto came out #2. Miguel Cotto come out, he didn't fight me, go fight for the WBO championship. So the #3 guy was the guy that I just beat. So now he become #1. So now I had to go back and fight him. Now I went back and fight him, knocked him out the second time. Now they offer me now to go to fight Ricky Hatton in England. They want to pay me $750,000 to fight Ricky Hatton. I'm like, no, I said I'm going to England, I want $1 million. They didn't want to give me $1 million. I didn't want to go there. Because at the end of the day, all these, like I said again, boxing people, all they do, they don't understand what's going on, man. You hear me? I have to pay my manager, I have to pay my promoter, I have to pay my manager, I got to pay my promoter, and I got to pay my trainers. And I got to pay my taxes.
Hey, Vivian, tell me about that. Good point you're making. This is what I want to see.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
When you do interviews with me, you're going to hear good points.
Absolutely. And that was a good
talk bullshit, man.
I want you to explain something to me right quick, Vivian. When you speak about paying your manager, not you in general, but in general, what is the average percentage that you're going to pay your manager and stuff like that?
We can get to all of that. So I'm with Main Events. Main Events is with and Shelly Finkel. They all do business together. Main Events is my promoter. Shelly Finkel is my manager. You feel me? So now I end up having to pay. This is the thing right here. When I signed my professional contract, I was 19 years old. You hear me? I didn't go to no lawyer and on that shit. You know what I mean? I signed my contract because at the end of the day, I was like, yo, I read my shit, understand what I could understand, and I signed it. I did went to a lawyer. I found a lawyer in Manhattan because remember I just came to America 4 or 5 years ago. You know what I mean? I found a lawyer, like the lawyer that I found, and that was knowing my manager. I didn't care about none. I didn't worry about none of that. You know what I mean? I signed the contract, whatever. You know what I mean? And so the contract said, when I become champion of the world, I got to give my promoter a next 3 years in the contract, right?
Yeah.
I didn't worry about none of that. It said, when I become champion,
You there, champ? That was a damn good interview too. I hope you still there, Vivian? Hey, those of you that's tuning in, I'm gonna add them back on. Somehow it just dropped out. The video was dropped out, and it was fire. You know, you get to hear from the other side, and somehow, some way, you know, he's telling you the real, man. It's past 100. It's not even 200, 300. This is absolutely inferno of what you and I don't get a chance to hear what we are today. So I'm gonna close this out and come back on because somehow it dropped out. Let me see, can I add him back on? Hey, that was Vivian. Hey, it's fire. And this what I do it for, interviews like this so these fighters can speak and pass and go through these channels, man, that we're not used to hearing. Obviously he's able to let you know firsthand. Let me try to get him back on here. Dang. Let me try to hey, everyone who's watching right now, hey, tune back in. I'm gonna close this out and then go back on because obviously it's not allowing me to. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh shoot, it was just there. It was just there. There we go. It's adding right now, so be patient. Like I said, this what media is all about. And shout out to Michael Williams Sr. 300 who set the interview up for me. This is what it's all about, people. And this is what I love. What I do, being able to talk to fighters like this, that's able to give you a different insight to the sport. It's good and bad, but we hear mostly about the good, but we don't hear the inside like we doing today. And someone keeping an absolute buck on what they have to go through and experience as fighters. Everybody might not want to hear it, but guess what? It's reality. It happens. So I'm adding him back on. Hopefully he's able to come on here. Y'all hold tight. Hey, that was fire. I don't care what you say. That is, champ. Keep talking.
You
Hey,
got
keep
me?
talking, man.
Yeah, yeah. What we was talking about again?
Hey, it was all you, man. Hey, it was all the way turned up. So, you was talking about promoters and basically you going over when you had to go over there twice and fight to defend your
Yeah,
title.
yeah. So 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 I end up going back. You know what I mean? And when I knocked him out the second time, they wanted me to go to fight Ricky Hatton in London, but they want to give me 750. But I don't calculate my money and 7 money I was coming home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because now they stop promoting me. I'm their champion, right? And they stop promoting me and have me fighting on people promotion card and me having to give them 30%.
Okay.
So by me having to get them 30%, give my manager 20%, pay my trainers them 20%. I'm percentage is that. And I still got to pay my taxes like 25%. You know what I mean? I wasn't really coming up with no money. So I tell them, no, I'm not going to London and fight Ricky Hatton.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I did not know it was that much, man. That gives us a good insight as to
That
what y'all want to pay out, man.
yeah, that was then with Shelly with when I first signed my contract at 19 years old. They tried to get me.
So what process you have to go through to release yourself out of a contract? So I know Mikey Garcia had to go through litigations from Top Rank, You know, he was out for 2 years out of the sport. You know, it's
What
been
I told
several
you,
other people that had to do the
my
same
friend,
thing.
I told you that, right? Anytime you go through problems with them, you got to be on the shelf. You know what I mean? They keep you on the shelf. They think they own you. So you know what? I buy myself out of contract.
So how many chances you had to go through? How many times you had to buy yourself out of a contract?
I only buy myself one time out of contract with Shelly Finkel.
Okay, the 200,000. Okay.
You know what I mean? When I was with the other promoter after I done with main events, I just asked for a release and I got a release.
Okay.
I'm hearing myself back.
So that's basically the message you're trying to pass to the other fighters so they won't emulate or basically repeat what you just went through as far as signing these contracts. But it's still going on as we speak today. You know, fighters being tied in. I know Gervonta Tank Davis, he was talking when
Yeah.
he was on the media about
Look,
Floyd. He still has a year and a half left.
yeah, let me tell you something. You gonna know one thing about me, right? I'm different from anybody. You know what I mean? I don't care about who know me. I never was the type of person. I never care about fame. I don't care about my bank account, man. My money is good. That's all I care about. Because once my money's good, my family is good. My kids is good, my wife is good. You feel me? I don't care about none. A lot of fighters, they only care about being on TV. I don't care about none of that. I care about that money. That's what I care about. You feel me? Other than that, don't talk to me, man, for real. I'm sorry about that, man. They only talk, you know what I mean? Come on, man. And they know how to get us. Put a couple $1,000 up in our face. We gonna, you know, come on, man. It's nonsense, man. Come on, nonsense.
Hey, do you think that was the primary reason for Curtis Hall stepping out of the ring when he was due to fight the you know, the boxer who they started the fight and then he stepped through the ropes and he left? He said it was a pay
That's
issue that was going on.
that's what I heard.
Okay.
That's what I heard. I had a friend fight on that card, and that's what I heard. But like I said, man, I don't talk about nobody's situation. I talk about my situation.
Correct.
You know what I mean? If they don't want to talk about their own, I ain't gonna talk for them.
Yeah, true.
You feel me? For real. But they still got some good people in the business. They got some good people, man. They got some good people and they got some bad people, man. You hear me? They still got one or two good people in the business, but they got some bad people, man.
So when do you think it'll ever kind of change up and get clean a little bit? Them narrowing down the belts, the sanctioning body has to have a meeting, or it's just a pool of people that's making money in the sport of boxing that no one wants to touch it? Because a lot of people making money in the sport of boxing. A lot of people. That's why I think they don't really want to touch it.
You saying it, you said so. You asking me, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
You already said it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just confirm it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's good to hear though, man. You know, we don't get to hear this side though.
It's all good because, you know what I mean? Like I said, man, I talk about me. Whatever happened to me, I'm gonna talk about me because, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know what I mean? If you don't want nobody to do nothing bad to you or do wrong to you, don't do it to nobody. You know what I mean? If you don't want your name out there, don't do bad. You know? You do the right thing gonna follow you.
So what's next for Vivian Harris? You know, when is your next fight, man? Do you have another fight coming up in the near future,
Something
or
for in
and is it
Australia.
going to be a 147 like you mentioned earlier?
For Australia, 147, yeah.
Okay.
Yo,
So
somebody said the right thing right there. They said they will lose money with a union, and that's right. You hear me? Somebody just said it. They're gonna lose money if it's a union. They are gonna lose money if it's a union. You know what I mean? That's real talk. They don't give a shit about nobody. Yo, box. Yo, hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes, Scotty.
Yeah, I'm here.
Boxing is so boxing is so crazy. You don't even have to maintain your grade to become a boxer. That's fucked up. Cause they want you to be dumb.
Hey, some of the
You know
people
what I mean?
chiming in there, Vivian. They say a dirty
What?
businessman. I love the sport, but fighters get the worst treatment. That was from one. Um, I'm just reading some of the comments from your fans. Damien from WBF said they will lose money with the union, like you just repeated. Um,
Yeah.
Also, he said it's up to the boxers to basically save money and do what they have to do. But it's kind of difficult to save when you chopping off the top with that huge percentage that you got to pay to your managers, promoters, and everything else, and taxes.
What
Yeah,
you
but
said?
that was now I was just reading off what some of your fans mentioned about, you said it and you highlighted about needing a union, right? And then also it was said that boxers need to save their money. But it's kind of difficult to save your money if you're paying out a lot of money. Am I right or wrong? You're paying
You can't.
30% to your
You can't
promoter
save
and
your.
your
You
manager.
can't. Right. You can't save no money. That's why when I didn't go fight in London, a lot of people, a lot of boxing fans, oh, Vivian is stupid. He turned on $750,000. I'm like, there is some real idiots. They don't know nothing about boxing, man. Like I'm gonna just turn on $750,000. Something has to be. Is that I'm not getting the $750,000? Something is wrong for me to turn it down, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, come on, man. Yo, sometimes I just pass through some of those boxing websites and I hear some dudes the way they be talking about fighters and stuff like that. I look at it, I'm like, oh man. Did you ever what did you ever sacrifice your life to do? What did you ever? You know what I mean? I be saying like to myself, like, what do they ever sacrifice themselves to do? To be even disrespecting any fighter. I don't even care if the fighters are if he never become champion of the world. They have no right, man. They have no right. You hear me? They have no right. They just sit behind a computer and talk garbage. The other day I was running in the park. I went I went and run, right? This strong.
You there, champ? Somehow we having technical difficulties. You know how it is, man. Hey, this an in-depth interview. You know what I'm saying? And yeah,
Yellow? Yeah. The other day, yeah, you hear me?
yeah, I'm here. You had a little bit of, you good now.
Yeah. Look, the other day I was running to the park. I done do 4 miles, about to go do a next 2 and 3 miles. And this dude do a mile and 2 miles and stop. I said to myself, man,
You there, Vivian?
yeah,
Yeah, you kind of
stop
cut out.
running. Yeah, I'm cutting out, man.
I hear you. Go ahead. I hear you.
Right? And he stopped and started walking. I said, man,
Hey, Vivian, you seem to be having connection issues, man. You going in and out.
Yeah, could you hear me now? Could you hear me now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody, somebody, yeah, somebody said was the fans running to the park. Yeah, yeah.
Michael, we who up here?
Yeah.
I'm going through some of the comments. Damien said you get 750,000, you might take home 10,000.
Amen to that. But not with me with my mathematics brains. That ain't happening.
Well, the only thing we can hope for, man, voices like yourself, and like I was speaking to Corley the other day about the union, hopefully enough people get together and try to make this change happen, man, for the better good of the fighters. I know it's a long shot. I know my voice is only on the outside, looking in, but boxing needs some type of organization to it. I don't know. I mean, we've been hearing about this for decades, man. It's a lot of people that run boxing, a lot of important people with that.
It's not happening. Yo, ain't no boxing and getting no organization.
So who's your favorite fighter at
Yeah, but box
147 right now, man?
my favorite fighter at 147 is Vivian Harris. That's who my favorite fighter.
Okay. Got it. So if you had somebody to pick out the top 10 right now, who would it be, man?
To fight
In 147, yeah, welterweight.
for me to fight them,
Yeah.
I would love to fight Errol Spencer.
Okay. The
That's who I want
IBF
to fight.
champion. All right.
I want to get an opportunity to fight him.
The good thing about it, he don't have a manager there, Vivian. You know what I'm saying? He don't have a manager, so that might be a good fight to make.
Any fight, look, any fight is good to make with me because I ain't with nobody.
I mean, he don't have a promoter, rather. He has a manager, but he don't have a promoter, so that might be an easy fight to make.
What you said?
I said Errol Spence doesn't have a promoter at the time. He has a manager, so that would be a bit more easier for you to make. If your name was out there for somebody like Errol Spence, if he was interested in fighting you, because he don't have a promoter.
Right, right. Well, you know what I mean. If it happens, it happens. You know what I mean.
But hey, champ, it was definitely a pleasure. I know you got some stuff off your chest, man. You know what I'm saying? You probably feel a little bit better. I don't know if you heading to the gym or not. Are you in the process of heading to train or what?
I'm on my way to the gym.
So when should the boxing fans see your next fight? You say it's going to be in Australia. What day? Do you have a date yet?
I don't know. I'm working. I'm working on that right now.
Okay. You have Sean Porter. You talk about 147. You have Sean Porter and Danny Garcia coming up. Is there any predictions from that fight that you can get the boxing fans and myself, Danny Garcia and Sean Porter, that's fighting this weekend on the 8th?
That's that. I can't really pick.
You say you can't really predict?
I can't predict. It could go. It could go either way. You know why?
Yeah.
It could go either way. You know why? Because they both fight the same way. Sluggish fighters.
Okay.
Ain't nobody gonna be. I can't because they
If
both slug. It's nobody no technical boxer. Nobody's a boxer. Nobody gonna take the time and pick shots. You know what I mean? They're gonna just fight each other. So that's a hard fight to pick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe whoever get caught. You know what I mean? You know, but they're both two good fighters for the style of fights that they fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And last but not least, do you have any predictions on Canelo and Triple G that's coming up on the 15th?
I'm going with Triple G.
You mind, blessing the fans? Like, why are you going with Triple G? You think he won the first one, or you think he's a better, tougher fighter?
I think he's bigger and he's stronger. You know what I mean? I think he's bigger and stronger.
You think Canelo gonna have problems now that he's off the juice and he's, much more trimmer? You think he's gonna have problems with sustaining that pace for 12 rounds?
I'm going with Triple G, man. I ain't have no comment about nothing. I'm going with Triple G.
I got it. Hey, man. Hey, it's been a pleasure there, Vicious. For real. This was a vicious interview. I'm glad you was able to get some things out, that us, the boxing fans, and the media wasn't understanding.
Yeah. Like I said, I only talk about what happened to me. That's it.
True. And you definitely did. And I appreciate you keeping it 100 and, and kind of lighting us on the other side of boxing, man. It was a pleasure. You have anything else to say to your fans, man?
Nah,
you there?
Nah, that was 300 there, man.
Oh, okay.
That was 300% right there. That's not 100. I'll keep it 300.
That was like 500, man. I got to take a little bit of that.
Real talk.
You're absolutely right, champ.
God bless you. God bless you, man. I appreciate the call, and God bless everybody, yo.
Hey, God bless you too, champ. Where can the fans follow you at on social media?
I only got Facebook. I only do Facebook. That's it. And I only got Facebook because my wife allowed me to have Facebook. Nothing else.
Yeah. It's all about keeping the family happy, man.
Amen.
All right, then, champ. I'm going to let you go, man. It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much for stopping in with World Combat Sports. And, hopefully we can do it again up the road, man. Thanks, champ.
God bless you, man. Thank you.
You too, man.
Anytime.
Have a good one, champ. Thanks for the interview.
God bless you. Take care. I bless you.